All right, February's road ahead told us we were getting this guy, and here he is. Cal Kestis. Light side, obviously. Actually, no, is he really light side when you think about it? He's like one of the last Jedi. Like, it doesn't really count. He's kind of light side by default. Anyhow, highlights call for help from BD1 to provide high health or protection recovery to allies in need. To allies, not to yourself. Yeef. Utilize not so fast to stun the enemy team and provide openings for allies to attack. Brings together a squad with Sirjunda that lifts unaligned force users. This is some weird synergy they're offering from. You have Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, which, okay, maybe that makes sense. She's unaligned force user. Then you have Rey Scavenger. She's a resistance. You have Kylo. He's first order. And then Barriss. She's straight up Jedi. The cool thing here is Barriss has kind of fallen off. At one point, she was part of the meta, but she kind of fell off because she hits like a dry leaf in the middle of a summer day. And her heal is awesome, but, you know, offensively, she's garbage, so no one uses her. But maybe this could bring some new life to her hanging out with Cal. Who knows? I mean, it is just a suggestion, but still. Anyways, I'm trying to think, does Rey have the unaligned force user? She shouldn't yet. That should be the next stage of her, the Jedi training one. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into this thing. You have basic ability overhead slash. Pretty self-explanatory. I mean, overhead slash. Exactly that. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict defense down and speed down for 1 turn. While Cal is at certain health thresholds, this ability gains different benefits. If he's at 75% or less, he'll gain health steal up for a turn. Didn't you already? Oh, no. If he's at 60% or less, he'll attack again and inflict critical chance down for a turn. And if he's at 40% or less, he attacks a 3rd time and inflicts daze for 1 turn. Now, this is probably a dumb question that I always ask, but each one of those thresholds, does it also include the threshold the bonus from the threshold above it? So when he's at 40% health or less, he attacks 3 times, inflicts daze, and does he also inflict critical chance down and gain a health steal up? Or does he only get those things at the 40%? I don't know. I would assume it's all of them, but who knows? Which, in a way, that means you want him to be weak, so he's doing all this stuff, you know what I mean? Special 1. Help me, BD1! Cooldown 3. He's hanging out with Starkiller and Fulcrum. Okay, so he launches out a bomb on your head. Looks like he flatulates and is able to throw it. So he's all green, but then it gives you a boost. Apparently this is the heal. Let's see what this says. Final text. Dispel all debuffs on target ally and they recover 45% health. If the target ally is full heal, they recover 30% protection instead. If the target ally is full heal and full protection, grant them critical hit immunity for 2 turns instead. If the ally is light side, they gain accuracy up for 2 turns. Alright, so this kind of is cool. It gives you something for every stage, like no matter what. If you have no protection, you'll gain protection. If you have full health and protection, then you get the critical immunity. But, I feel like the best use of this would be for if you have low health. You recover 45% health. That's the best out of it. The other one's 30% protection, which actually protection can get pretty high. So 30% protection could actually be a higher number than your 45% health. But I don't know. I feel like your health is most important. Like, that's what I would save that for. I'd use it as an actual heal, not waste it like, oh, full health, full protection. Here, you got crit hit immunity, though. Nah. Anyways, and also, if they're light side, they gain accuracy up. I mean, that's cool. An extra buff for light side, but like accuracy up? Ugh, that's kind of boring. That's like those mods that are accuracy as the primary stat. I always sell those. I don't care about the accuracy mods or the crit avoidance mods. Anyhow, special 2, not so fast. Cooldown of 3 and it has a Zeta. I'm assuming he's going to have some Omicrons. Come on, man, do it again. Okay, so he blasts out over there, and it looks like he also gives his teammates some boosts. I saw some blue over here. Come on, do it one more time. It takes so long. See that? See what this does. Final text. Inflict... How do I make that go away? Inflict evasion down, speed down, and tenacity down on all enemies for 2 turns, and all allies gain critical damage up and speed up for 2 turns. All unaligned force user allies gain 3% turn meter for each debuff resisted by enemies. If an enemy already had speed down, they are stunned for 1 turn. Okay. That's cool. Launching out a whole bunch of debuffs and launching out a whole bunch of buffs. This is kind of a weird move, though. It looks like it doesn't do any damage, right? It's just buffs and debuffs. It's kind of weird. It's a very aggressive move to do nothing, damage-wise. Anyways, unique 1. I'm persistent. Here's what I was talking about. It has an Omicron and a Zeta. Final text. At the start of battle, all unaligned force users gain 30% max health and 30% tenacity. Whenever an ally is critically hit, they and Cal recover 5% health and protection. Okay. So why would you want to have the critical hit immunity then? Because, well, that works for them to gain a little bit of a heal. I guess if you got critical hit, that heal don't matter. But it would be good for Cal. If the ally is also a light or dark side unaligned force user, they and Cal gain protection up, stacking max 50% for 2 turns. Isn't light or dark the only options on unaligned force user? We don't have a neutral one yet. It's pretty dumb. So that means everybody that's an unaligned force user would be gaining 10%. Would be gaining protection up. 10% stacking max 50 for 2 turns. For each special ability used by each other character, Cal gains a stack of persistence, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. If an opponent takes the first turn in an encounter, Cal gains 15 stacks of persistence. Okay. Persistence. At the start of his turn, Cal does the following based on the number of stacks of persistence that he has. So, if he has 10 or more, he and all unaligned force users gain foresight for 2 turns. Okay, it's not bad. So that means if the enemy goes first, you're basically right out the gate, starting with foresight. So that's kind of cool. 20 plus, he and all unaligned force users gain defense up and protection up for 2 turns. Okay. And 30. Oh, it just says 30. So is that where it just goes up to? Just 30? I don't know. But it says 30. He inflicts ability block and buff immunity on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. And all allies gain 50% turn meter. This effect is doubled for light side unaligned force users. So 100%. So they're going right away. Stacks of persistence are reset. So that means once he hits that, he just automatically does this stuff. Like, you don't have to do anything. He just, I'm at 30 stacks of persistence. Boom. Ability block and buff immunity. I was going to ask about the lower ones. Like, do you get, like, a foresight each round, too? But nope, they restart. So that's when you would get your foresight. While in Territory Wars, okay, this is his Omicron. And there is an ally, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, with an upgraded Omicron. Wow. This is a very specific Omicron. First, you need to... It's in Territory Wars, and you need to have Ahsoka. But not only do you need to have her, she needs to have her Omicron. Like, what? Anyways, it says, though, Ahsoka's solo Omicron effects are no longer disabled when she has allies. This effect persists through defeat. Oh, okay. So now she's just super OP with her homies. Damn! That is kind of a weird Omicron, though. That doesn't even do anything for Cal. That just that just benefits Ahsoka. So now she can have homies. Ahsoka's solo Omicron effects are no longer disabled when she has allies. This effect persists through defeat. Oh, does that mean if Cal is killed, then Ahsoka still has all her abilities active, even if there's other allies alive? I was gonna say, what does this mean if persists through defeat? New effect, persistence, applies different effects at the start of this character's turn based on the number of stacks they have. Why would you put that down here after I already went through it all? Like, duh. Is that it? So what does he have? He has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. He just has, his kit is only 4, I don't want to say 4 moves, but he's got 4 abilities in his kit. The basic, Special 1, Special 2, and Unique 1. That's it? Wow, that's a small kit. I mean, overall it sounds decent, but it's weird. He has that one move that does damage, and his other moves are just like buffs and stuff, which is, they're good buffs and everything, but it's kind of weird. He's more of a support character. What did they call him up here? Yeah, support. I mean, his support is F. He's not doing anything otherwise. I'm surprised they made him this, I don't want to say crappy, but just offensively crappy. Because, like, he's the main hero of the game, so he's got to be kind of good there. So why did they just give him support? I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, key attributes. Sets the groundwork for an unaligned force user squad that will be led by Sirjunda. Well, makes sense, I guess, because it's not him being a leader, so his support would come in handy there. It's kind of like Hawks, how he's good support for the First Order squad. The other thing is, now they're basically coming up with like 2 unaligned force user squads. You got him, well, this squad now, and then there's the OG one, Starkiller. Doesn't like to go first in battle. Save your speed mods. BD1 is adorable. Cool. That has nothing to do with the game. Like, keep your dumb opinions to yourself. Anyways, though, that is true that he wouldn't like to go first in battle because you want the enemy to go, because then you end up with the 15 stacks of persistence, and that means, boop, you get the foresight. The whole squad gets the foresight. Inspiration. Cal's kit draws from the original game Jedi Fallen Order by Respawn Entertainment. If you haven't played it, go play it. Yes, we know where he's coming from. Not so fast as Cal's burst slow ability that he uses throughout the game, with familiar sound effects JFO veterans will recognize. This is fairly unique to Cal Kestis, drawing on his ability to focus intently on slowing his enemies' movements, as if meeting their movement with a resistance of his own. Help me, BD1! Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Is a direct line from Cal when he gets a healing stem from his droid companion. Cal's new effect, Persistence, is paying homage to the rivalry he has with Second Sister throughout JFO. We want to avoid the go first win condition many squads have in our game. Yes, that's annoying. That's typically how it goes. Especially in ships. If the other ship goes first, chances are very high you're the one that's going to lose. It's very annoying. Strategy tips. Use Sirjunda. I feel like I'm saying that wrong all the time. If I am, my bad. Our next character release as the leader to get full use of Cal's kit. While waiting for Seer, Cal can slot into a Starkiller squad. Duh. I mean, it's all about unaligned force users. Mod for stats other than speed. Cal benefits from other units taking turns before him. I'd say give him like high health or something. Or, no, maybe not high health. You want low health, remember? Because then you get all those other bonuses when he does his, what is it, his basic ability? I don't know. What would you want to put him on then? His abilities seem like they just grant those buffs and debuffs. I was going to say potency, so you can land those better. But it seems like they would just land, so I don't know. Maybe offense, just because he has only one move, so you might as well make it count. I don't know. Anyways, Fack. Why is he unaligned force user and not a Jedi? Because the Jedi are like non-existent, so that's why he's not really a Jedi, because there's no other Jedi to join with. This is Cal from the earlier part of Jedi Fallen Order, when his connection with the Force is still damaged. The Jedi version of Cal from Jedi Survivor will be a Hero's Journey unit coming soon. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have 2 Cals. They're already telling us about the next one. What is Cal Kestis required to be at for the Hero's Journey? 7-star Gear 12. Why does his Omicron activate another Omicron? It doesn't activate, it just enhances it. But it's weird, because otherwise his Omicron's basically worthless. Does nothing for him, does nothing for the squad. It's only about making Ahsoka's better. Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum is a useful part of this squad, but her Omicron was counter to this. It was designed to help her stand alone, so it being active while she has allies makes it quite potent. If he benefits from other units taking turns, why does he speed up allies and slow enemies? He benefits from other units taking turns before him at the start of battle, but eventually his squad needs to take turns and start reaping the benefits. His control over the battle and healing are useful here. Yes, you want him slow at first, but then once you get going, you want to get going. How do we obtain Cal Kestis? A Marquee event starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. Oh, he's going to be a Marquee character. I thought he was going to be a Hero's Journey or some nonsense. Obviously, it says here that the better version from Jedi Survivor is Marquee, but I thought this one would be as well. He's only, Journey. This one's only Marquee though. That's cool. So I'll be able to get him right out the gate, I guess. And per usual, they're gonna do the Q&A thing, as you see right there. First, cool. Is this another video game guy? Is he pals with Revan? Yes, he is a video game guy. No, he is not pals with Revan at all. They are not even close in timeline. It even said it's from a game. Did you not read the thing? Seriously. Interesting kit. Nothing earth-shattering. I hope the hero's version of Cal is. His second ability doesn't seem quite worth an entire ability, even if it did everything listed rather than just replace the effect before it. Yes, that's what I said too. Interesting, not too fantastic. It's okay. It's very supporty, but I didn't realize they're coming out with another Cal, so that almost makes this less disappointing. So I was going to say, well, I did say, why does he seem kind of crappy? Only one attack and stuff, but they're going to come out with the other Cal, so maybe that one will be much better. He better be. He's a Hero Journey character and stuff, so. Unique one specifically calls out a light side or dark side force user. Wondering if we'll be getting a neutral force user. I did make fun of that because we don't have one right now, so why is it specifically calling out light or dark when that's the only options? Please improve the effect of the second special. It can be better. Okay, people complaining about the kit. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. God damn, it's a squad car. Whoop, whoop. God damn, it's a squad car. Whoop, whoop. Anyhow, love him and BD. Can't wait. Worth it just for the BD companion. Seriously, you want to get a character just because of the little side character? I bet his full Jedi version will be awesome. Better be. Where's the part where Vader gets undispellable damage immunity? What? I mean, it is scratched out, but what? So his basic is the same as CLS, but much worse. Having health thresholds for an ability to get better is terrible. Have you guys played the game lately? How often does a toon make it to their next turn once they have lost protection? Oh, I'm below 75, so I'll gain health steal. Now I get to deactivate half of this ability. Oh, I died. How about link this to persistence as well instead? Only one turn on all these debuffs too. Special 1 is Captain Han's special 1, but worse in some ways. I can see this being used so little that even on the odd occasion where it would be useful, you forget about it. And wow, an Omicron that does nothing on its own, making the Fulcrum effectively a double cost Omicron with team restrictions. I know, that is weird. I mean, a lot of Omicrons that have come out have been absolute trash, but this one's just weird. Does nothing. Just makes Ahsoka's better. Like, what? The special 2 seems pretty good, but the condition of speed down to stun will be very rare. Speed down from basic only lasts one turn, and they won't expect you to mod this guy fast. So the speed down will need to come from someone else. Color me underwhelmed. Hopefully proves to be better than it looks. I mean, now that this guy breaks it down, I was trying to be kind of positive before and said, yeah, it's a little underwhelming, but it still seems decent. But now he's breaking it all down. I'm like, maybe it is a piece of trash. I don't know. 2 cows so soon? I know, it's kind of goofy. Wow, use this Omicron. That's definitely a new level for them. I mean, what do you expect? This is like the whole DK Oldies situation going on with how they're just constantly being exposed for trash. I mean, it's CG we're talking about. After 7 years, we all know what they're like. They're all about money, not giving an F about the end user, not at all giving an F about free to play, and just, yeah. So, like, even though this is ridiculous, this is right up their alley to do something this stupid. Hey, we're gonna give him Omicron, that's super worthless. Absolutely thrilled to use it, just wondering where to put my 400 Omicron details. Sarcasm. Why was that a spoiler? Just a picture. I'm hoping his legendary variant will have stance changing as part of it, like Kiadi Mundi. Kiadi has a space in his name. Well, not a space, a dash. It's not just Kiadi, it's Kiadi. I agree that his Omicron sucks, but if you have 400 Omicron installed, you're doing something wrong. Lol. He's joking. Did you not look at the picture that said sarcasm? Ridiculous. Can't tell if you're trolling or what, but Revan was from KOTOR, Knights of the Republic 2003, and Cal Kestis is from Jedi Fallen Order 2019. Two different games, two different timelines too. KOTOR takes place years before Phantom Menace. JFO takes place after the Empire is established. Yes, what I already quickly alluded to earlier. It does seem a bit underwhelming. His first special needs some TM or swap or something, and I agree that his basic should be tied to his persistence. Only his unique really seems any good. I didn't have sarcasm picture. I don't have spare Omicrons because they are hard to get, and especially I don't have them for an Omicron that is doing nothing. Why do you keep spelling Omicron wrong? You're adding letters for no reason. You're making the word longer, putting more effort in for no reason. What? Where did this one come from? Can't help with the date, but that is 11 a.m. Pacific time. The time zone of their office would be 2 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. GMT. All Marquee characters were announced on a Tuesday, come out on Thursdays for us to play with them and test them. My prediction is that when they eventually add a Rebel GL that replaces CLS as the main Rebel's lead, CLS will join this team. UFU? What does UFU stand for? Unaligned Force User? Oh, okay. That has speed down on the basic and pumps turn meter to his allies when he inflicts debuffs. Sounds pretty good. In my mind, that probably makes the team Seer, Cal, CLS, Fulcrum, and OG Kylo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 400. No, he was just being stupid. Oh my god, there's so much going on here. This is boring. I think 3 tweaks and screw you. I should receive special in-game rewards for already getting the Platinum Trophy for Fallen Order. I truly feel entitled to having this guy already at 7 stars. So, his Omicron is kind of overwhelming. You mean underwhelming? But I appreciate that, actually. It fits a specific role for the people who will want to / be able to make use of it, but his viability isn't at all dependent on it. This is a good feel for me. The only thing good about his Omicron I can say is that you can put this team on defense now. Before, you wouldn't want to put Ahsoka on defense because she's best by herself, and that's just kind of risky. So that's like a squad that you want to use Ahsoka by herself there, then you're in control of what happens and stuff. But now, you can put a whole UFU team in there, and with him having that Omicron, and then Ahsoka is just going to be super beefy. That's the only thing good about it. Anyways, as far as his viability, he's very good on paper, but only for very specific team compositions. He's a very niche role player, bringing strong passive buffs to a team that relies on unaligned force users, basically meaning Seer, Starkiller, or Rey. And in those teams, he brings a lot of really strong things, starting with just the general passive durability his unique provides. Outside of his specific use, UFU teams, he seems basically useless. Yes, that is kind of what I was saying, how it seems good on paper, but then the other person broke it down and it did sound like it was trash, and then I was confused. But that's also true. I didn't even think of that. He is basically worthless outside of an unaligned force user squad. I mean, first off, he's going to have no synergy anywhere. He's not a Jedi. He's not a scoundrel. He's not a smuggler. He's just a guy. He's just a guy with a lightsaber. I mean, what does it say? Yeah, support unaligned force user. So, without them, he's useless. And his whole kit is revolved around unaligned force users. All the boosts are for, light side or dark side unaligned force users. So if you're not unaligned, or, and you're a Jedi or a Sith, or you're not even a force user, you're just like a rebel or something, then you get nothing from him. Which actually, I didn't even think of that before until I read that. Like, this guy really has nowhere to go, like, as a secondary position. It's with unaligned force users or nothing. Not sure what Barriss is doing, though. She's not unaligned, unless she got changed, and I'm unaware of it, but last I knew, she was a Jedi. She's not unaligned, so... What? Not sure why she's there. Same as Rey Scavenger. I'm pretty sure that Rey Scavenger is a scout. Well, obviously she's resistance, but she's also a scoundrel or something. She's not a unaligned force user yet. So, unless they gave her the tag just for some dumb reason, just because she's going to become one. But anyways, that's all I got. Cal, the first Cal, the crappy Cal, is coming to the game pretty soon. Apparently Thursday the 9th. So, yeah. Thanks for checking this out with me. And until next time, I'll say it for ya.